Alright. ArchAcadia here, jumping on the Naughty Dog. Machete, health pots, warding totem, grabbing our W as Nautilus. And if you notice, we got Garen, we've got Alistar, and me. We are one tanky group, and what better champion to be a tanky group than old Tristana?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
If we look at our enemy's team composition, we notice they have a similar composition where they've got late game ADC, Jinx. They've got tanky initiation with Gnar, but as far as tanks, we're gonna be winning we're gonna be winning that one.
30 seconds.
Now, how do you win games where you have a tanky advantage? Well, first of all, the way that I think is I want to shut down Jinx. I'm going to be paying more attention to bot lane than any other lane. Jinx is going to be the one person that, when farmed, is going to get the most ahead. Or is going to make the biggest difference in team fights. Morgana, Vel'Koz, Gnar. The way I see it is Gnar wants to set up with his ultimate, and then they're going to try to get as much burst damage as possible, and Vel'Koz will get his stuff down. That's another thing, we need to look out for the we need to look out for that Gnar attack. Right, we're gonna clear out scuttles here. So earlier in the game, the Jinx actually is able to get off more damage, and the Tristana concentrated his attacks on the Morgana. So when the Morgana left, they were able to trade hits much better. And once Jinx got excited, she was able to propel herself. So again, one of the things that that we have to be aware of is early game Jinx is stronger than early game Tristana. One of the things that we just didn't respect in that fight. Now, I did want to pay special attention to bot lane, but I think how this game is going to go. Okay, 30. Is I'm going to have to concentrate on other lanes, or I'm going to have to concentrate on farming, so the other lanes can help out bot lane. Because right now they have our bot lane has a item disparity. And they just have to farm to pick that back up off the disparity. So even though early game we've got a lot of tankiness going on, I'm not particularly interested in fighting Kha'zix. Okay, so I would have liked that bottom lane skirmish to go a little better. Gnars about to super Gnars. Aaron needs to be careful. And they know I'm top. Alright, so I'm not going to fight Kha'zix, although he was low. Alright. So we're going to get, there's going to be a bit of delay for our bottom lane. And it looks like Diana is taking a lot of damage. So we're going to be working off the back pedal here. But that's alright. Just gonna scare them off. Can get her. It's good. He's gonna be losing his tower as a result. But it might mean that we get a dragon, but I'm not really positioned to get a dragon. So I'm gonna head back.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Since Jinx is gonna be doing the majority of the damage, Vel'Koz is probably also, well, okay, he doesn't have any kills, but yeah, Jinx is gonna be doing the majority of the damage. So we're gonna be getting some tanky items. Gnars got sustain, and since Garen bottom, we're gonna defend. Cause Gnars to lose some health, but since he has that item room, that
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
like Diana will do much better when she gets some items. That kind of goes along with everything. So, even though bot lane has kind of fallen short, we have a lot of capabilities. Looks like they might be setting up a dragon soon. Just gonna be pulsing on out. Alright. So Gnar is top. And we need someone to go there.
Has been destroyed.
Alright, so Tristana needs to get out of there. There we go. Nice teamwork there. I might be able to get away, but I won't be. Alistar doesn't really constitute a threat. But he did a decent job there. Absorbing a lot of that damage. Okay, I'm gonna be able to get my Thorn Mail.
An enemy has been slain.
Looks like Tristana got pretty lucky in picking up 2 kills. That's definitely something that's going to get us back. I kind of need to be with my guys farming, so can. Can get out of that. So we should have gotten out of it a long time ago. But it's fine. It looks like we picked up kill for kill there. I'm gonna give the blue to Diana. She should be able to do a little damage now. Oh wow, they're pushing, huh? That was interesting. I didn't mean to, I meant to flash, then Q. Alright, what is this? Please get out. Please just get out. Alright, so dragon should be coming up. I'm gonna try to clear some of mid. I go. I'm gonna hide here. Get on out. Hopefully I will recall in time. And I will. Haha. Alright, so we're gonna get let's see. Block of the Iron Solari. It will give everyone defenses for when Vel'Koz decides to ultimate everybody. Okay, so Jinx showed top. But Garen is pushing bottom. And that's why the rest of them are going after Garen. Like Garen won't be able to get out of that. So I'm gonna push bottom.
Shut down. Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Nice little bait coming out. It's gonna... Right. Curious as to their blue being up. And it is. This is what Aaron is thinking. Jinx is too lively to. That's okay, let's see. They managed to do anything?
An ally has been slain. Enemy killing spree. Enemy double kill.
So we're gonna push mid lane a little bit, but it's gonna be pushed right back. Now, one of the problems here is they have the ability to invade my jungle now.
Has been destroyed.
They just have to learn not to follow those guys. They've got so much heal. That there are much better ways of handling.
An ally has been slain.
Not very nice. Yo.
Enemy killing spree.
Having to waste a little time here. Alright, so they waste some time chasing me. We're gonna get some boots. Get trinket. For the time that they wasted, they could have been getting dragon. That's one of the great things that you can do with Nautilus. that entire time they were chasing me. Right. Grab a health pot and get on it. So a couple of things that are in our favor this match.
An enemy is unstoppable.
So hopefully that bought my team enough time to pull themselves together. They just need to get the minions. So they're mounting a good, decent defense right there.
An ally has been slain.
We're gonna get a little more. Aaron is dangerous. All right, that'll be just fine. Mark that someone needs to go over there. Jinx. But she won't be progressing. Alright, so we got Dragon. That's great, because we're going to be slowing down their item spike. Now, if only, like... Alright. Worry about that. So we're gonna ward our G. Alright, so I got him right on Jinx's face. Let's see if they can do it.
Enemy quadra kill. Aced.
Alright, I saw that. The Alistar actually hit Diana away from her ability to gap close.
Turret has been destroyed.
So getting to Jinx was quite difficult. Alright, we don't need to chase. So that is what you call a pro. That's why when we were lingering around earlier, where we really shouldn't have been lingering, they did the exact same thing right there. Alright, Dragon's gonna be up in a little bit. Hopefully they should be able to get it. I have confidence. Let's see. Do I have enough for my warm-up? Alright, so we just picked up Dragon and a Baron. Alright, so I'm gonna get another component of Warmox. Drawn out. Okay, so we can't... Alright, so... maybe... There we go. Well, I think that was a 1-for-1. I still have Baron buff, and so it's 4v. There we go, you guys. So they would get That would have been nice if they would have gotten Jinx. But Jinx stayed pretty much to her lonesome. Alright, who's coming? Alright, so Alistar almost headbutted Jinx there. So at the beginning of the fight, Diana was... So we're hanging in there. I'm very happy that I got thorn mail this time. Oh my goodness. Right, I'm going to head back. Grab our Warmonks. We're gonna get a little bit tankier. That Jinx, that scary, scary Jinx. Putting themselves at a really So they actually put themselves at a really weird angle. Alright, Garen got the message. And that should be game right there. right, so that was a mistake for various reasons, and I would love to like give a commentary on the mistakes that our team made. Focus, because we could have ended the game right there. But that's fine. We got Gnar caught out. That's one of the things that they've been doing more frequently. But if one of our guys gets caught out, that's gonna basically mean the same thing for us. It takes so much effort to get through their line. Alright, that's nice. I'll be able to feel that. Finally! Get out of town, man! Finally, the big build's coming out! Woo! Oh my goodness. Finally. But the last part there, they had a tough time dealing with me. I just had to zone out Jinx so they could handle their backline. I ultimated Jinx as soon as I could just to throw out some, hey, I'm here, look out, I'm gonna kick your ass. And the late scaling really helped us out. Like, you can still easily misplay because Jinx does so much damage. So I had to be able to, you know, I was taking some damage from her, and I wanted to get out of sight, and she actually moved up, and now she's closer to me. Now I can hook her. I can do my slow. I think that's dredge line. But that was the best fight. That last team fight was the best fight because because our back, I think we all survived. All right, let's do a little item analysis. So full tank Thornmail was so important this game against their crazy Jinx that has Last Whisper to deal with me. Critical hit stuff. So actually, it might have been prudent to get Randuin's Omen to lessen the hits for the Randuin's Omen to lessen the hits from the critical strike. However, none of them, not the rest of them, didn't have critical strikes. So that's fine. Like, if there's one critical strike build, I don't necessarily have to go Randuin's Omen, and this Frozen Heart reduces the aura of enemies around us. This increases our aura for their magical resist. These two items are really nice. You could almost say, like, necessary. War Monks, just more health, get that survivability. I can walk in and out of fights. It's not always good to continually push. Like I was trying to push on Jinx, but I wanted to hide away for a bit so she lose target of me. And it just so happens she's like, well, what do? I gotta find something. So then I walk back in the battle, and she's closer to me, and I can CC her. Um, yeah. Our Garen, pretty standard for Garen build, almost all tank with the black cleaver. And the new Dead Man's Plate is coming with Garen. So we were dealing a lot of damage late game, and I knew if we finally got to late game that we'd be able to come out ahead with just a little tiny of good positioning. Tristana. Okay, so Tristana made like I was so worried that when Tristana was backing that Kha'Zix would like ultimate and like pop out of nowhere and kill her. He even got Dead Man's Plate that boosts your momentum, your speed. So thank goodness that didn't happen. I really wish that Tristana didn't do that. So yeah, thorn mails all around. To deal with their AD stuff. Alistar, standard stuff. I guess he's building a frozen heart at the last moment, just like I was. Kha'Zix, he was starting to fall off. He starts to fall off late game. It looks like what I would build Kha'Zix for is an assassination. But as far as team fights go, it's hard for them to, get a decent pull at the last. And then Morgana got Zeke's Harbinger, which is great for Jinx. What she was doing, lots and lots of damage, lots of critical hit damage. The Gnar looked like pretty standard tanky stuff, and Blade of the Rune King. And Black Cleaver. Blade of the Rune King is a smart choice because we've got 3 tanks, and it's unfortunately they didn't have more Blade of the Rune King champions. Jinx might even have done well. The thing with Blade of the Rune King, its counter is the Thorn Mail, so with her high attacks, if she's got such high attack speed that you just would, it's too much, and you would kill yourself in the process. But in the end, good positioning. We had the late game tank advantage, even though we messed up that one. I'm gonna have to look at that again. That second to the last fight, we should have just blazed that over. And I'm thinking, all right, just pull it together. We just need to truck through there and get some good positioning, and it was solid. And how could the team have done things differently? Well, they need to set up that Gnar ultimate. Gnar might have foregone Blade of the Rune King to get something like Randuin's Omen to slow everyone down. If you can't land an ultimate because of dispersal, get Gnar into a place where he can get in there, cause some damage, use Randuin's Omen to slow people down, and then hopefully you can at that point turn into Gnar, use ultimate, and at that point unleash hell. That's one way to do it. Another way is keep peeling for Jinx. Hopefully Vel'Koz or Morgana gets a stun or a bind. But in this case, they would need to bind Tristana and Diana. But at this point in the game, Diana has her Zhonya's, and Tristana was building into that one item that prevents like one attack, like the one binding attack, to work correctly. Alistar could have got Miguel's to get rid of binds and stuff, but it's not necessary considering all the binds that they had. So yeah, so that going for a Gnar ultimate at the very end. Gnar could have even got a Thorn Mail and be able to take some damage by setting that up. Go in there with a Morgana ult and Zhanyang if she's starting to like take too much damage, and then just rocket after rocket coming after Jinx, and you got Vel'Koz. So yeah, if they could have preempted a fight, an all-in fight, you know, that could have been a way for them to conquer that tanky dangerous. Gnar would have been better off going full tank, I feel, getting things like Thorn Mail, Randuin's Omen, and stunning everyone up. In this case, because they lack that defense. All right, ArchAcadia coming back at you with the Naughty in the Jungle. All right.